All right, everybody. Getting older isn't always fun. It's fun sometimes, not always. But you can harness your best years by taking care of your health. We are back with functional nutrition counselor Lori Zabka. Thank you so much for coming back.
Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, we just touched upon like the tip of the iceberg last time.
Yes.
So I really wanted to have you back and dive a little deeper.
Yeah.
And I want to remind everybody that, you know, if they're going to change anything major in their diet, always best to talk to your doctor, of course, as well.
Of
Make
course.
sure that
Yes.
it's right for you.
Yes.
But let's talk about balancing blood sugar. Why so important?
You know what? Balanced blood sugar is one of the most impactful things that you can do. Learn how to balance your blood sugar for optimal health, wellness, and even your weight loss goals. Blood sugar is so important to master, and it's a little bit easier than we think.
It's interesting because, you know, so many years we've been told calories in, calories out,
Yeah.
watch your calories.
Yes.
Which to me, I'm like, okay, Kit Kat, that's 200 calories.
Exactly.
I'll skip lunch, I'll have the Kit Kat. I'm
Exactly,
good.
yeah.
But then you have that crash.
Totally. Yes. When we eat high sugar, high carbohydrate meals, we get a surge of glucose into our bloodstream, and with that comes insulin. Too much insulin is a huge problem for our health. And of course, trying to burn fat and lose unwanted pounds, insulin is a roadblock to that. So yes, rather than count calories and be obsessed with that, I say let's just eat a balanced plate that balances the blood sugar. There's 4 components: greens, fat, fiber, and protein. And I try to get those in every single meal.
Well, let's take a look at some photos that you have so kindly put together. They're beautiful, of different meals. Like, so
Yeah.
here's a breakfast. There's the pancakes. You can see
Sure.
the X on it.
Yes.
And then the eat this and not that. So let's talk about that omelet.
Okay, that omelet. So this thing is packed. Obviously, you can see there's a lot of colors. There's a lot of vegetables. There's a lot of protein in the egg. Maybe there's some cheese in there. There could be a little bit of meat, but clearly we've got greens, healthy fat, fiber, and protein. So the meal on the bottom is going to keep your blood sugar balanced for 4 or 5 hours so that you don't have to snack. You're not hungry. You're not going to crash. You're not going to feel anxious and all of the yucky stuff that comes along with that feeling of imbalanced blood sugar. Number 2 is the way to go on that.
Okay. All right. Now we have another one. This one surprised me. Because look, you've got a salad. As long as you don't put too much dressing, I figure that's good.
Right. And that's a trap that so many of us fall into. We say, oh, I'm just going to have this healthy little salad here. But look how pale that looks compared to the bottom one. The bottom one is clearly, there's a lot of vegetables displayed there. There's a great amount of protein. Protein is the macronutrient of satiety. That's what helps keep us full. There's some seeds, there's some nuts for the healthy fat. Looks like there's a balsamic dressing, probably with some olive oil. So again, you have all 4 components: greens, fat, fiber, and protein that's going to keep you full. And then you're not going to have to think, well, what can I have for a snack in 2 hours because I'm hungry again?
And that's a dark leafy greens. I just want to talk quickly about, is it darker the better?
The darker the better, yes, in fruits and vegetables. They just offer us a much bigger nutrient profile in the color.
All right, last one I want to get to before we run out of time. Take a look at this. We've got a noodle bowl. Oh gosh, that's kind of what I had for lunch.
Right. So often we go to a restaurant and we get a bowl and we fill it up with the starchy carbohydrate and we miss out on all the other vegetables, the healthy fat, not enough protein in that top choice. So you look at the bottom, it looks totally different. It's beautiful. It looks very life-giving, and it is. Again, those 4 components, if you can just check those off in your brain, do I have greens, fat, fiber, protein? I'm probably good to go for about 4 or 5 hours.
I like that. And of course, you know, if you want a pancake every now and then, have a pancake.
Of course. But you know what? Have one pancake and eat the omelet.
Not the whole stack. I love that. No,
Yeah.
it's easier than you think. And,
It
and of
is.
course, you can help people along the way with their journey. And you specialize in 40 to 65-year-olds because that's a lot of change going on.
Yes, and you know, balancing that blood sugar balances hormones. So if you're struggling with hormones, just balance the blood sugar. That'll go a long way.
Amen to that. And hormones do everything.
Yes, they
Thank
do.
you so
Thanks,
much.
Larissa.
And everybody out there, please visit LoriZabkaWellness.com for a ton more info and a free guide to help women master midlife.